tasters, welcome to another episode of Tastiness. And today, y'all know I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and we taking it to Tennessee. We're gonna make some Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwiches. Yes, you heard me right, Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwiches. And this will be my first time tasting it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. How many of you all like sweet and spicy together? Because from looking at the recipe, that seems what it's gonna be like. And I know KFC does one of these, or whether they used to do one of these sandwiches. So I'm so excited to try it. Come along with me and let's give it a try. So the first thing the recipe says do is to pour our egg mixture on our chicken breast. Now it says to use 2 4-ounce chicken breasts, and of course you all know I like to meal prep, so I'm going to do 4 4-ounce chicken breasts. And it says to use 1 egg and pour it on top of or drench the chicken in there. So I'm going to use, I've beat together or whisk together 2 eggs to put on top of my chicken. Alright, so the next step, we have it in our egg mixture. And as you know, typically when you fry chicken, you put the egg mixture on the chicken and then you dip it in your dry mixture. So in our dry mixture, I have, since I'm doubling, I have a half a cup of flour, I have a half a teaspoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. The recipe says red pepper, but I used cayenne pepper because that's what I had. You all know Tastiness. Then I used a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. This is what I have here in my dry mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and now that I've put it in my egg mixture, dip my chicken in the dry mixture. Says to gently press chicken into the flour and make sure you coat it on all sides. Now that I have my chicken floured, I'm going to go ahead and set my air fryer to 400 degrees, which is what we're going to be cooking on. Then it says to pre-grease the air fryer with cooking spray. Put your chicken in an even layer. Spray the chicken on top and cook it for 2 minutes. After those 2 minutes, the directions say spray the chicken again and cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes. Then we'll flip it on the other side, spray it again, and cook it for the last additional 6 minutes. So I'm going to spray it one more time. I'm going to cook it 3 minutes now, and then I'm going to flip it and cook it for 6 minutes. And spray it before I cook it that 6 minutes. While we have our chicken on for the last 6 minutes, let's talk about our tasty tip for today. Planning for eating out. I would say that has been a critical piece in being able to maintain my weight over the years. As you all know, eating out is a social thing. You have parties that you attend. It's just a social thing, whether it's a party, a holiday event, or just going out to eat with the girls. You have to learn to navigate situations where you can't control necessarily how you're cooking your food. And those situations are indicative of eating out. And one of the things that has really helped me is I always have a plan. 90% of the time, I have already looked at the menu when we go out to eat somewhere. whether it's going to be a splurge day and I'm going to have some dessert, or if I'm going to try to stay on track and make sure that I'm counting my points for the day. I always, or typically, I won't say 100% of the time, but I typically have a plan for what I'm going to do. Whether I'm going to have a salad and take my own dressing. Yes, that's right. Don't feel ashamed to take your own things to the restaurant with you. I remember years ago when I used to go out to eat to Red Lobster with some of my coworkers sometime, I would take my own butter spray for my broccoli. I would tell them to just steam my broccoli, don't put any butter on it, and then I may take my own dressing for my salad. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just a part of making sure that you're putting your fitness and your nutritional and your health goals first. You want to be able to socialize, but it's okay to take your own dressing to the restaurant. That's part of your plan. So I've been known to do that. Just a number of things. Make sure I look at the menu. Be an advocate when you're ordering. Say, no butter on my meat or vegetables or things of that nature. Always have a plan when you're eating out, because part of being able to maintain a healthy and fit lifestyle is being able to navigate those situations, and being prepared has definitely helped me in my goals for fitness and nutrition and being able to maintain my weight loss. So that tasty tip for the week: be prepared when you're going out to eat, or for situations like holidays or barbecues as the summer is coming up. Have a plan. If your plan is you're not going to count points, then that's the plan. But of course, we know we can't do that at every situation. So that's the tasty tip. Have a plan when eating out. And that has really helped me over the 19 years, having a plan. Now that we've gotten our chicken cooked up in the air fryer, it's time to make our special sauce for this Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich. I do want to make mention that the point that Allie Cart, which I've used one of her recipes before, I used her onion jam turkey burgers. So, and those were a big hit. I made those 2 weeks in a row. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be great. Is this for the chicken, just for the chicken, not the bun. It is 6 points on the green program and 4 points on the blue and purple program. So my chicken breast is going to be 4 points. I follow the blue program. Again, this is an Allie Cart recipe. Same IG person that I follow that I got the onion jam recipe from. So I'm going to go ahead and make my sauce. But before I do that, Allie Cart made mention that the buttering our bun and toasting it up in the oven is really going to make a big difference in the overall taste of the sandwich. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have my bun here. Again, I'm using that keto bun that I mentioned in a previous video. It's only 1 point. And I'm going to put some butter spray on and put it in the oven and let it toast up while I'm making my sauce. I've already preheated the oven to 350 for toasting the bun. All right, let's get to making this sauce. So the recipe says 2 tablespoons of I can't believe it's not butter spread. Then it says to add in 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. So I'm going to be doubling each of these seasonings that I have here in my seasoning dish. So I have 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of honey, and I have 4 teaspoons of brown sugar replacement Swerve in this mixture here. So I'm going to add that in to my butter as it's melting. I've got my butter in, or I can't believe it's not butter, spread. I have my dry seasoning, and now I'm going to add in 4 teaspoons of water. And 1/4 teaspoon of honey. Give it that sweet and spicy taste. It says to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Tasters, we're ready. We got our Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich components ready. All we gotta do is brush on our sauce. A la carte says to brush the sauce on the chicken. Look at that nice golden brown color to our air fried chicken. We got our bun toasted up with, I can't believe it's not butter spray. And of course we gotta add some dill pickle to our sandwich. What are we working with? What are we working with? Look at this. Look at this, tasters. The Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich by A la carte. So, as I said, it's 6 points on green, 4 points on blue and purple for the chicken breast. And my sandwich is going to be 5 points on blue because my bun is only 1 point. So I'm going to give it a cut. And then I'm going to give it a taste. Tasters. Looks delicious, tasters. Let's give it a try. It's unbelievable, y'all. I haven't made anything that's been awful. Tasting this got the magic touch. It's delicious. My introduction to the Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich has been a success. This is delicious, tasters. Comment below. Have you all tried that KFC Nashville Chicken Sandwich? I bet you didn't try it for 5 points a sandwich. How about it? You gotta make this if this is one of your favorites. Like my channel, tasters. Share it with your friends. Tell them all the good things we're doing over here on the Tastiness YouTube channel. As I say each and every week, this is the highlight of my week to explore these recipes and share them with you, give them a taste. Hope you have an amazing week. Until next week, tasters.